Hi everybody, happy Saturday. Today is June 4th, 2022. Welcome to Jana's Crochet Journey, returning and new yarny friends. Today the plan is to show you some 4 new WIPs. One wasn't really planned, but I had made up the project bags with patterns and yarns that I'd wanted to get done before the end of the year. So I started 3, and then I had a little slide-in project that I will start with first. I won't be able to finish this until I get over to my granddaughter to fit the pattern to a pillow type insert, but I had made her a layette set when my stepdaughter was pregnant with her, a filet heart blanket, the cardigan, the hat, and the booties. And she asked me if I could make her a cover for a little pillow. And I had one of 3 skeins left of this King Cole Baby Glitz DK. And this is shade 103 pink. And I am using a 4.5. And I'm trying out one of those new hooks that I got. So far, so good. And so I had started out, this is a ball that I had left over from a previous skein. You can see kind of the sparkle. And then I had a partial skein. So I knew I wasn't going to have enough based on the measurements, so I had one ball of this Lion brand Baby Soft, 459 yards, 60% acrylic, 40% nylon, also a 3 light, and this is the color Petal. It's a light pink, but shows a little lighter on camera than it is. So then I thought, okay, I'll alternate or start it with the glitz, throw the light pink in, go back to the glitz. Well, this is what it started out to look like. So I started with the glitz, which it's hard to see right now, and then I went to the lighter pink. Well, it started doing this whole bow thing, and it's because my chain row is always tighter, and I'm not sure if this is exactly a 3, thin of a 3 is this one, I don't know. So I wasn't happy with it. So I cut that off and was like, oh my God, this is going to take me forever. So I thought, well, what if I put the 2 yarns together? 2 strands, same time. That was going a lot easier on my hands. It was coming out more even. It was working up faster. And I was using half double crochet. Well, this is all I have left of this yarn. So I'm like, okay, I could either try to do it so that one side is one way, the other side the other. So I came in, I have a bookshelf of DK, and I grabbed We Love yarn, which is 100% acrylic, in this shade of pink. And it's also a 3 light. The color is 33. They don't have color names. And I have every color you could imagine. I don't know if they're 8 or 10 packs, but I ordered them all at the same time. So, and this is really soft. I just can't remember where I ordered it from. So, this is where I'm at. I chained enough because it's 12 wide by 10 on one side. So I knew I had to go 12 by 20. The only thing I didn't accommodate for was the thickness, but then when I measured it, this is more like 13 by 20. So we're gonna see when I get there. All right, so this is where I started out holding them both together, just a half double crochet, and then when I got low, I switched to 2 strands together of the light pink and the darker pink. And this is the way it's come out. Now this is technically almost the size based on the pictures, so then I doubled it, and you know, it does have some stretch, but I left everything attached, so when I go over there, I'll wrap it around the pillow form, and then if I need a couple more rows, you know, I'll whip them on really quick, and then I'll sew around 3 sides, put the pillow in, and then decide how I want to close it. I don't want to put a button on. She's a year old, but I'm not sure how to do it, you know, if it has to get washed. So that's still up in the air. I don't know when I'll get there to finish it, but this basically is done, and you probably won't see it finished and around the pillow because I don't know how to insert pictures. I don't have the software to do that. I mean, I do have the movie thing on my computer, but I don't know how to use it. So I guess when I have nothing better to do, I'll have to look that up if, you know, it's a big deal. All right, so this is basically done. Just have to wait till I can get over there, size it up, and finish it. Alrighty. Now, the next thing is I have one of those really big round buckets with the rope handles that you might throw ice in for drinks or whatever. But I use it for when I'm working on a blanket yarn project. Right now, I have the yarn in there for 2 that need to be done for Christmas. And it's getting warmer, so I am not inclined to pick that up necessarily. So what I'm doing is in the mornings, I'm usually up by 6 o'clock average. I just can't sleep. I'm not a late sleeper. It's just the way it is. So with my coffee, I work on that first. And I'll either do half a skein each morning until this one gets done, and then I'll start the other one. This way I am not overwhelmed, because last year I dreaded working on it and I had a couple to get done for Christmas. Everybody loves these blankets because the blanket yarn is so soft. So I am using a 10 millimeter hook, and I love these ergonomic hooks. These are like my favorite. And the only thing is sometimes because I use them so much, the numbers get a little thin. And the Yarnspiration Bernat blanket, I am using the colors Frosted Leaves and Smoky Green. Now this is attached, so that's why I brought it in. You know, and what did I do? Looking at my notes, the pattern I believe I chose was Hibernate Blanket, and I thought I found it on one of the labels, because if a label had a crochet pattern from previous projects, I saved it. But then again, I can't find it, so maybe it's a pattern. If I end up figuring it out, I'll let you know in a video when I show it finished. Right now, this blanket is, well, right now it's not going to change, but it's 4 feet wide, and I am going to use 6 skeins of the Frosted Leaves and 2 skeins of the Smoky Green. And it will be long enough to cover the person. I probably should have made it wider. I chained it and measured it. You know, it's wider than, I mean, obviously 4 feet. You know, it covered me in a recliner, so I figured it was good enough. The husband is questioning whether I should have went bigger, but I'm not ripping this sucker out. It is what it is. So I have a stitch marker. So I started with blah, blah, blah. I need more coffee. Okay. Started with the Frosted Leaves, is what I said. So that is this. And then that was a whole skein. And then I did 12 rows of the Frosted Green. No, Smoky Green. Another skein of Frosted Leaves. The rest of the Smoky Green skein. I have to look at my notes. And then I did another skein of Frosted Leaves, and now I'm working on 12 rows of Smoky Green. Then I'll put another skein of this, the rest of this, one more skein of this, and then I'm calling it done. That's 8 skeins. It may end up being a little weird, longer looking, but it might make a nice backing for a couch. If he feels that it's too much blanket to sit at his computer to cover his legs or whatever while he's gaming or whatever. So yeah, I don't know exactly how tall it is at the moment, but I will measure it. So this stitch though is tired. Jeez. So you single crochet, and it's like basically a 2-row repeat, but I end it the way I feel like it, because with this yarn you can't tell. Basically is you single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then when you chain and turn, if your space is like 2 away, you'll single crochet twice and then start your chain 1, skip 1, so you can get back in the pattern. And these blankets, I do not put a border on because I made the mistake of doing that before, and it puckers it in because it's so hard to know where to stick the stitches on the side. And I gotta like do some trimming and weave in my ends, but that's why this is a WIP. So this is where I'm at so far. And I haven't been doing this very long. I started this last week, and taking the approach of so many rows each morning with my coffee, and then I don't pick it up the rest of the day. I move on to other projects. That's gotten me this far, so I'm real happy about it. And I will do the same idea with the second one, because not that it's warm today, but it's a good way to handle heavy projects in the winter or summer, but that's when you need to get them ready for Christmas. So you just gotta deal with it. All right, the next project. So this one I started originally as a afghan baby blanket type of thing, more like a afghan, I guess. It was 3 feet wide, and someone saw it who liked the colors and asked if I could make them something, or make this their something, as a commissioned project. Told them how wide it was once I got home, and they wanted it a little bigger. I have not measured it with the new, but I know I did 200 chains to start with, and I am using Big Twist Varsity Yellow, Big Twist Black, and Big Twist White. Basically Pittsburgh Steelers football team colors. This person is a diehard fan, and so this, I use a 6mm, one of those newer hooks. The next project that I start, I'm going to use one of the other style that isn't the metal hook to see how I like those. All right, the pattern is it's by Bag O'Day. She put up the video on February 8th of 22. She called it the Striped Caterpillar Stitch. And each color you alternate, but it's every 2 rows. I have not weaved in my ends yet, but it's fine. I am going to do it when I get so far, because we all know going back and doing that sucks. Okay, so I started with the black. This is how long it is, first of all. Bing. Okay. So if you go back and watch her video, I love how she explains stuff. Crystal's awesome. So I started with the black, and then I went yellow, and then white, obviously. So where these whites drop down, your yellow, you're chaining 2 after here, skipping 2, doing double crochets. Is that what it was? I think so. I don't know, my directions are in by my chair. So then when you come through with the white, you're single crochet, and then you're dropping down into the top of the black, and you're covering that space so there's no holes. And then the top second row of the white is single, and then when you get to the next row, they're all doubles, and then the top row of black is singles, and you just keep repeating. It's rows 3 through 8 are the repeat, and this is what it's coming out to be. And again, I try to put a couple rows on it every day. There's no set timeline, but I'm sure he would like to receive it by the time football season starts. I don't know if it'll be in August when preseason comes around, but, and of course there's a little bit of a curve in the bottom because I always forget when I'm doing the chain to go up a hook and then switch back. But as the blanket gets longer, hopefully the weight will make up for it. And I mean, it's not as bad as it can be. So there's that. And I'm not going to bore you with a weekly update on this one because this is going to be like an afterthought project. Again, because we're beginning of June, July, August, I'll fit it in when I can. All right, and then the last one, I need to hurry up because I'm at 22 minutes, is the Starry Night Afghan. This is designed by Glenda from Creative Grandma, and it's on, I guess it was sponsored by Lion Brand. And she does the tutorial. I am using a 5.0 millimeter hook, and I am using Pound of Love, or no, Karen 1 Pound Ocean Big Twist Teal and Big Twist Sapphire. So that's my combo. Okay, so right now I'm at the point where I needed, 3 colors. You give them A, B, and C. You needed the first set, 19 of the first. So I made all these first. I have 19 of these. Then the next color I made B was Sapphire. And now I'm in the process of putting the Sapphire around all of them. I did do one complete because I wanted to see how it was going to work up with her video. I took notes, So this is the completed square. This is what my color combo will be. So once I get the Sapphire, I'll go back to the teal, and then, sorry about that, you incorporate the ocean, back to Sapphire, back to teal, back to ocean, and I will attach them with ocean, because I believe you make 19 this way, and then you're going to make 19 a different way. Yeah, so this is an intermediate pattern, but if I can follow it with the help of Glenda's video, because she is very specific, anybody can do it. So yeah, I thought those colors were pretty, and this is a good light project. I also need to get back into some more dishcloths and stuff. But I figure today it's only going to be middle 60s if you're lucky. So I want to work on the heavier projects and then I'll go back. I still have WIP bags set out that I want to get started, but I think before I start a new one, I want to finish this Bernat blanket one, and it doesn't take that long. You know, I set myself a goal of that half a skein or whatever, and it just seems to fly by. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Enjoy it. Tomorrow is yard work day. It will be in the 70s. Not a lot of yard work. I still have to take it easy, but just to be out in the sun is, you know, nice. So please like, subscribe, share, comment to me if you want to, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.